The Independence Day event has once again arrived to GTA Online, and in this video I'll be covering absolutely everything available in the new update. With a bunch of limited time only content, clothing and vehicles, you don't want to miss out on all of the 4th of July goodness on offer from now until Thursday next week. First up is of course this absolute behemoth of a vehicle, the one and only Liberator. It's currently available on the Warstock website where it can be snatched up totally free of charge for the remainder of the event. It can only be spawned in by calling Pegasus, and it's more or less just a reskinned monster truck, but honestly if you like to mess with off-roading, this thing is a ton of fun and you should definitely pick it up while you can. Another thing you might want to consider picking up this week is the Sovereign motorcycle, available over at San Andreas Super Autos. Not the fastest or best handling bike around, but it'll only set you back 60k, and it's one of the 200 vehicles recently removed from the game, so if you want one you better grab it now before it disappears. And while on the topic of vehicles, you can also pick up some Independence Day themed car mods as well, but unfortunately like everything else, it's just the same as what we got last year. There's a few horns, then there's also the usual patriotic themed tyre smoke, which can be applied to just about any vehicle. When you bring it outside and spin up the tyres a bit, you'll find that the tyre smoke slowly changes between red, white and blue, which if you pair it up with a livery like this does honestly look pretty cool. In that same vein, if you head over to your nearest ammunition, you'll also find a patriotic themed parachute, where you can then apply the same colour changing tech to your smoke trail that will once again change between red, white and blue when activated in the air. And honestly, it's been a minute since I checked the stuff out, so we'll jump out the chopper here and give it a whirl. And yep, there you can see that's our parachute there, and then we got a cool little smoke trail coming out the back as well. Like I said, it's pretty much the same thing as the tyre smoke, but as far as I'm aware, that's just about the only colour changing stuff that we have like that, so I do like to mess with it, it's pretty cool. Back over at ammunition again though, and we've got the usual 4th of July weapons back in rotation, one of which being the fireworks launcher, and the other being the slowest reloader around, the musket. Being real though, it's a decent counter to the Mark II and is worth considering if you're down with the whole PvP thing. The firework launcher though, if for whatever reason you don't already have one, you've definitely got to grab it. I absolutely love this thing. Whether you shoot them at NPCs, shoot them at a friend, or just shoot them into the sky, you can't go wrong with this thing, so make sure you stock up on ammo while you still can. But if you're down on funds and need a bit of a discount, just keep an eye out for the gun van when you're traveling around the map. You can get both the musket and the fireworks launcher at the same time, and while it might not be a massive reduction in price, it's still worth considering. Over at the MOC mod shop inside the bunker, you'll also find that all of the patriotic themed liveries can be purchased completely free. They're all normally pretty pricey, so now is definitely a good time to pick one up if you're in need. And if you own a weapons workshop in any of the properties where they're available, you can also pick up a discounted USA themed livery for your guns. While on the topic of vehicles and liveries and all that, one thing you might want to think about doing is heading over to Simeon's Deluxe Motorsports. Here they have a rotation of cars that changes every week. This time all of them fitted out with a red, white and blue themed paint job. But far more important than that, almost all of the vehicles here are among the 200 cars that were stupidly removed by Rockstar in the recent update. The Z-Type, the Bullet, the RE78 and of course the Sovereign that we looked at earlier were all taken away from the websites in the game to stop players from purchasing them. So if any of them look appealing, make sure that you stop on by in the next few days and snatch them up before they disappear all over again. Now let's take a quick look at the limited time only clothes, masks and other accessories that were added for the new event. Here we've got a selection of different complete outfits, all of them a bit over the top and extreme, but certainly fitting for the 4th of July spirit. Then there's a small handful of t-shirts that you can pair with other items to make a unique look. Then we've also got a few hats, which are mostly just the ones that are offered with the outfits, but they can of course be purchased separately if you want to go that way. And while on the topic of hats, you can also get up to 4 different varieties of beer hats and a Statue of Happiness t-shirt by participating in free roam business battles. Heading over to the mask shop now, and we've got the usual assortment of American themed animal masks that are on sale for the rest of the week. And over at the hairdressers, you can grab yourself some super low res Independence Day themed face paint. Much better still, you know you love it, you know you want it. Yeah, that's right baby, it's the full flare mullet in all its glory. Business at the front, party at the back. How can you possibly possibly go wrong. But yeah, unfortunately that's pretty much everything. I really do wish that Rockstar would stop copying and pasting old events and actually add some new content to spice it up. But being fair, there is still a bit of fun to be had, plus a few rare items and vehicles to pick up along the way, so it's still worth checking out. If you found the video useful though, tapping the like button would certainly be appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date with all things GTA Online, and if you've got any questions or you just want to reach out and say good day, connect up on either my Twitter or my Discord server, both of which are linked down below. But until we meet again, you bunch of legends, I am Red Knight Trait, and I'll catch you on the next one.